Hey friends, welcome in or welcome back to the channel. This is Miss Tarot, and today we are back with a pick a card reading that I haven't done in quite some time, but people kept clamoring for, go back to your pick a card. So here we are. And what we are going to do today is take a look at a general reading that is really meant to channel in messages that you need to hear from your spiritual team. So we're just going to see what kind of comes through. I didn't have a particular theme in mind. So this message is meant to be timeless. Whenever you need to hear it is when it's going to pop into your feed. And, you know, feel free to take a look at the three piles before you with these cute little stars. And if you're drawn to more than one, then you may have multiple readings. So just a heads up on that. But for pile one, we have the little green aventurine star. For pile two, we have the, I don't know, it's pink. It's not rose quartz, but I don't know what it is, and I can't remember what they told me. The pink stone for pile number two. And then pile number three is lapis lazuli, cute little star there. We will take a look in a minute to see what messages your spiritual team needs you to hear right now. So pick a card, pick a stone, and I will see you at your reading. Hey there, pile ones. If you chose the cute little green aventurine star, this is just such a dainty little crystal. This will be your reading for messages channeled from your spiritual team, things that you need to know right now, possibly things that they want you to hear that you might be missing, okay? This is a massive deck. I'm going to throw that out there right now. I just got this. It's like twice the size of a normal tarot card, which is might cause me to have a little bit of shuffling problems, so bear with me. But this one is the Medieval Feathers Tarot. I just got it. I love it. Yeah, bear with me with the shuffling, okay? I have to do it sideways because holy moly, they are so fat. And I did kind of shuffle these off camera too, just because I didn't want to take up too much time with the reading. But I did also pull some oracle cards too to kind of get the overall theme of the messaging you need to hear, as well as an angel number messages card, which I really, really enjoy using. I'm extraordinarily drawn to spiritual numbers and things like that, and I feel like they hold so much meaning that we overlook on a daily basis. Okay. Oh my God. See, so it's fine. It's fine. Okay. You know, I bought these because they were cool and I really liked them. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to fly. Okay. So we're just going to pick randomly. Okay. I'm going to pick 5. 1, 2, 3. That one wants to come. I feel it. Oh, okay. All right, so those will be your cards. Put those there, and let's take a look at your oracle cards. So we have, oh, by the way, we're using the Moonology Oracle deck. I'm trying to be better about letting you guys know because so many people ask, oh, I like that one. What is it? Okay, so this one is step out of your comfort zone with the North Node. And the North Node might, whatever sign is in your North Node is usually kind of your purpose in this particular life. So if you are able to go onto one of those free websites, I believe like astrology.com possibly has like a free mapping, and you know the place and time of your birth, date, place, and as close to the time period as you possibly can. You can find out which planet is in your North Node, and based on that, you will be able to find out kind of what your purpose is in this particular life. So your South Node, I believe, is past life history and knowledge, and then your North Node is what you are meant to accomplish or learn in this life. So you got the North Node, pile 1, and this one says step out of your comfort zone. And then we have the number 5 with I am adaptable. Flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. And that goes right with stepping out of your comfort zone. And it looks to me like you guys are kind of natural at stepping outside your comfort zone. So kudos to you because change is hard. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Big fat cards. Number 1, We have, I'm sorry, I don't do reversals. Thank you very much. We have 6 of coins with expansion. We have the Chariot, success. That's awesome. Always good to see. We have the Emperor, control. We have the 6 of Wands with collaboration. And we have the 5 of Swords, breakthrough. Okay. What do I want to do here? Ah! Okay, you know what that's gonna do. That'll be fine, right? I just want to make sure everything's in frame because these cards are kind of big. And we will get a little bit of more clarification with some other cards as well if we need to. Okay, so for you, pile 1, the first thing that I want to look at is obviously with your North Node and the adaptability. With the 6 of coins here, you do have this expansion card. And something inside you right now is, whether you recognize it or not, is ready to jump loose or step out of its comfort zone. You are ready to expand very much in a spiritual way. And I think your spirit guides have been probably trying to get this into you in the past, like, I don't know, probably several months or so. I think that this is actually pretty fast moving energy. Something may have happened in your life that may have put you on an alternate path or put you on a path where you are aligning more with your own spirituality and things that you want in your life that just kind of resonate with who you want to be as a person. I do think that you've had, especially with the 5 of Swords here, when I said, kind of like an event, this one says breakthrough. So I do kind of think that there was, I don't want to call it a cataclysmic event, but there was some large event in your life that kind of, like I said, put you on this path, and you have slowly but surely kind of looked into things, gained certain knowledge, maybe really honed your ideas and your ideals, and paid attention to what resonates with you, even though it might be a little unconventional. And if you are new to tarot is pretty unconventional. I would probably say it's one of the more common things of esoteric things, but it's definitely, if you're somebody who watches tarot, there's a huge amount of people out there who absolutely think it's just either witchcraft or just absolute BS. And if you know, that's all I gotta say is if you're here, it's usually because something like this speaks to you. And I think that you are a very unconventional person in the fact that maybe you were raised and grew up in a very conventional manner, and something kind of set you on this path. You had some sort of breakthrough, whether this was, a death in the family or a health scare or, something that just jarred you and pulled you onto this path. And it's kind of like the veil being lifted, and it's like seeing, oh, there's more to life than what I just see in front of me. And you've really been exploring that and really adapting to it in a very positive way. And I think your spirit guides are letting you know that they're here to collaborate with you. And you just need to start looking around and recognizing the signs that they're trying to see you or send you, is what I'm trying to say. There's still a lot of need for you to kind of control the situation or really have a sense of like things being very black and white. And with everything in life, world, universe, nothing is ever black and white. There's all subtle nuances to every aspect. And I think that's something also that they're trying to let you know, is that you're going to have to release that control. What you are embarking on is going to be very successful, so long as you kind of collaborate with them, call on them when you need them, and just be open to everything and anything. Okay. I especially with the adaptability card here, I think you are able to kind of just say, look at that. You don't have to brush things off as coincidences anymore. You can see the signs, you can see the synchronicities, and it takes a long time for you to be able to take those synchronicities and take those little cosmic events that happen and make sense of them. It's like, what are they trying to communicate to me? And it's something that I practice as well, where it's like, sometimes I have no idea what the heck. I know this is a message, but I have no idea what you're trying to tell me. So I do ask them, and just like, you're gonna have to give me some more clarification. I mean, talk to them just like you are talking to a friend or anything else that's trying to give you directions. Okay. Definitely reach out to your spiritual team. I think they want you to collaborate with them. They know and want you to know that you don't need to go it alone, and you're going to find a huge amount of success and knowledge if you kind of hone into what they're trying to like relay to you is kind of what I'm saying. But let's see what this whole stepping outside your comfort zone is about, because I think this is kind of the path that you are currently on, but let's see what is going on with that. And let's see here. The first one we have is Ace of Coins, Pentacles, in other words. Next one is, I keep flipping these upside down. The next one is the Nine of Coins with motivation. And we have the Devil with contradictions. I kind of want one more, so I'm going to do it. What else? What else is your spiritual team? The Star, visibility. Okay. All right. So what I'm looking at here for you, pile one, again, stepping outside your comfort zone. You don't need to be chained to past ideologies, beliefs, or even people who are trying to kind of keep you from expanding, because there is a lot of expansion going on in this reading for you. I think that you have kind of this, the star is it very much represents kind of our wishes and dreams, but it also, like this card says, it represents our visibility and being able to see things clearly. The star comes out at night and it kind of lights the way, almost like a moon type of thing, but where the moon kind of lets things be in the shadows, the star is bright and likes to just, we're mesmerized by it, but what I'm trying to say here is that you have this spark or star within you, that you are meant to go on and do greater things with this. Okay. I don't know if you are somebody who is trying to kind of, hone a specific craft in terms of kind of combining your beliefs and your own principles in with a type of career. A lot of people seem to do that just because it brings them a lot better satisfaction. Or you could be somebody who is really successful in a materialistic sense already in your life, and now you want to kind of pursue this other venture and kind of leave the career side of things and kind of move into a more relaxed spiritual part of your life in retirement. I'm not quite sure, but those are two things that might be a possibility here. But with the Ace of Coins, I do think that this is definitely some sort of opportunity that is being pushed to you, or just being slowly offered to you, in terms of being able to take what you were learning and take this expansion and really turn it into an opportunity to create more stability for yourself. Okay. There's a lot of motivation there, and your spiritual team does want you to know that they're behind you every step of this way. And they are your biggest cheerleaders and constantly throwing ideas and little sparks of just not motivation, but like kind of like drive and actions towards you. But there is some sort of resistance here that you are still kind of blocked in the way with the Devil card, that there's your old belief structure and your old way of living is still kind of creeping in on those those kind of aspirations that you have, whether it's self-doubt, negative self-talk, or just the fact that it's like, this is a bunch of, like, is it your logical brain coming in and just being like, this is a bunch of hoo-ha, like, why am I doing this? This is not going to bring me into any sort of success. And your spiritual team is letting you know that, yes, it actually is going to bring you into quite a bit of success, actually. But you are going to have to be kind of adaptable. You're going to have to go with the flow, and you are going to have to step outside of your comfort zone. And, part of like the devil energy is always staying stuck, and breaking out of your comfort zone is going to be the absolute opposite of this. And just kind of letting fear go. You're going to have to really kind of tap into trusting yourself and what your goals and your aspirations are, and really rely on also your spiritual team to kind of push you forward into this type of activity or creative pursuit, or even, like I said, with a career move or something that's more aligning with who you are and who you want to be and your own belief structure. That is something that is going to really kind of finally gel together, which is awesome. I am going to get one more card, and I'm not sure, was it the Soul's Journey? Yes, I think it was the Soul's Journey I was going to grab for you. But let's see here. I'm going to see let's take this one. Okay, we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. And then we also have patience. I accept everything that happens in divine order. Yeah, okay, cool. So those are a couple very specific messages that that your spiritual team wanted to send into you. And I do think that you are obviously in some sort of expansion, growth. And like we talked about with your North Node, definitely go and check. If you're kind of confused with maybe what this life purpose is, that you're just kind of maybe getting a sense of and not knowing which way to jump, because I do think that while the Chariot is here with with fast moving directive energy, it can also be kind of, especially with the Emperor, hard to control. Okay, I mean, these are two crazy horses that sometimes want to go off in different ways, and you're really going to have to kind of rein that in and see what makes sense for you. So definitely go and take a look at what sign is in your North Node and read up on that and see which direction you are meant to go into when it comes to kind of like your life purpose, because that is going to lead to your growth. And just know that this is kind of like a long journey. I mean, we're not going to reach the end in like us in a couple weeks. This is going to be probably a pursuit, a passion of yours for a very, very long time. And everything that is going to happen to you along the road is going to happen in divine order. So I think your spiritual team just wants you to have patience, because, when we get super psyched about something, sometimes we're just so anxious and excited about what's happening that we just want everything to happen like now. And I think what they're trying to tell you is you're going to get signs, you're going to get opportunities, things are going to move in that direction, but you're kind of in the jumping off period. So just, step outside your comfort zone, be flexible, be adaptable, and understand that this growth is happening for you, but to have a little bit of patience, because your spiritual team is really crafting this amazing, journey, opportunity, kind of success for you. And I think that especially when it comes to, the Ace of Cards and the Ace of Pentacles, coins, and the Star being here, I think that pretty soon you are going to kind of be illuminated to what that purpose is and what that life path is going to look like. And then you're just going to have to figure things out as you go with reliance on your spiritual team. Okay? So that is everything I have for you today, Pile 1. If this reading resonated with you, please take a moment to like and comment down below. That really helps the channel. Also, if you want to see more of my readings, definitely consider subscribing. That always helps the channel, and it helps me reach more people who are possibly in need of tarot guidance. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care. I'll see you next time. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Go. Hey there, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this cute little pink stone, not sure what it is, again, this will be your reading for what messages your spiritual team are trying to relay to you. Okay, so we are going to use the Medieval Feathers Tarot, really big cards. I'm sorry, it might take me a little bit to shuffle. I think I mentioned that either in pile 1 or in the intro. But we also have some pre-shuffled oracle cards here that we will get the main energy from, and then finish off with some specific messages from your spiritual team. Okay, so what we are going to do is shuffle these bad boys first. And I did shuffle them a little bit off camera, but I always like to shuffle them on camera so that you guys know that this is purely random. Oh my God, these are so big. It's just such big cards, but they're pretty and I love them. And I actually like the size of these chunky boys, so I don't know. We'll just do what we do, right? Okay. Okay, so, and I'm gonna have to pick from these because they're so thick, they don't really quite fly out. And we're gonna get 5 cards to start. This one wants arrow. One more, please. Okay. Put you over here. Okay, so we will take those. And let's get started with some overall energy of what's going on with you right now. We have prosperity lies ahead, the new moon in Taurus, and we have the number 222, I am balanced. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and actions. And also 222 can symbolize relationships as well. In the tarot and in numerology in general, it's kind of a coupling. So we'll take a look at the tarot and see if this has anything to do with relationships. But there is a lot of prosperity that lies ahead, and yeah, that's wonderful. So let's get into the tarot. Okay, we have, that's what I'm trying to do. We have the 3 of Wands. I'm going to do things a little bit different than I did on pile 1 because I'm going to throw something in the center of reading. So 3 of Wands for you with focus. We have Justice with balance. Again, balance, balance, balance. I get the sense that this might be kind of a confirmation of things that you're going through right now, and then we'll probably get some additional information. Okay. So we got 3 major arcana cards right out the bat for the communication that your spiritual team wants you to pay attention to. With balance, the Fool, and the Wheel of Fortune, and oh my gosh, okay, and you got the Chariot. So we have big events happening and craziness. I think this is probably one of the first times in my online readings where I've seen so many major arcana cards come out in one reading. That's pretty impressive for me right now. Okay, so let's take a look. So overall theme is prosperity and coming into balance, but it also, like I said, might have something to do with relationships and possibly, it could be relationships with obviously other people, but it could be a relationship with yourself. It could be a relationship with your spiritual team. So let's kind of dive in, and we'll save these for a little bit later, and we'll get some clarification for what we need in just a few. So I feel like the Justice card is here confirming the balance. You probably, especially with all these major arcana, you probably went through a difficult or a very challenging time life-wise more recently or in the past 6 months. And I really think that you are finally able to kind of realign and balance the scales quite a bit. The cosmic energy, the universal energy, is really trying to bring things back into your favor. And what you went through was definitely about you helping to achieve your higher good, but at the same time it kind of was a sudden upheaval is what I'm seeing. But we do have the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool here, which do signify the beginning of something where the wheel is turning in your favor to balance the scales of justice and to lead you to success with the Chariot. The Fool, especially this one here, this one has a lot to do with new beginnings and freedom and being able to kind of take that giant leap forward into the unknown, because whatever is in front of you is still better than what you are leaving behind, right? But I do think that with the Three of Wands here, there's not a lot for you to fear when it comes to embarking on this particular journey or this new path that you are being led on, where you're kind of leaving everything else in the dust. This kind of gives me real phoenix rising from the ashes energy. And I think your spiritual team is asking you to really pay attention to pay attention to and focus on a lot of creating and fostering that harmony and balance in your life. And now that can actually have a lot to do with the relationships with your spiritual team, but that also can have a lot to do with relationships with people you know. If you have gone through a challenging time where you needed to cut very specific people out of your life because of either it being a toxic relationship or just people not really helping you facilitate your highest good, you want people around you who are your cheerleaders, and you want people around you who promote your growth, who promote your expansion, who are not the Debbie Downers. Okay, sorry if your name's Debbie, you're not a downer. It's a Saturday Night Live reference. Sorry. But there's a strong emphasis here on you needing to be balanced. And I think it's funny that you picked pile number 2 and you got 222. So sorry, I lost my focus for a second. We're going to get some clarification, but whatever is happening with this particular path that you are being led on, it's going to be super prosperous. I'm like super excited for you, pile 2, because whatever you have left behind, the scales are now balancing. I really think that you probably went through something that was pretty challenging. And with the Chariot, the Fool, and the Wheel of Fortune, it really indicates a massive turn of events. So if that resonates with you, comment on that below and just claim it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some clarification. So, all right, spirit guides, let's see. Spiritual team, what do you want to say to pile 2 in terms of this particular path that you are taking them on? All right, we have the 10 of Swords. Yep, ending of a cycle. I think they're trying to give you Ace of Swords with mentality. And the Devil card with contradictions and realization. Okay. Cool. And then we will get these bad boys out in just a minute. So what we're trying to clarify and what specific messages they're trying to give you is that you are at the end of your rope. And this is probably just more confirmation than anything, but it really does suggest that you are going to have to, in order for you to kind of go on this particular, be successful on this journey. And I want to put this down here so that you guys can actually see everything. You are really going to have to let go of a very specific mentality that you have. Okay. I've talked about this in some of my other videos, but it has a lot to do with manifestation and the law of attraction, where, your thoughts actually do shape your reality. And if you are going to be kind of stuck in old cycles, old habits that no longer serve you, or stuck with other people or keep going back to the same people who hurt you or who are really holding you back spiritually, mentally, physically, everything, you are going to stay in that energy. And you're going to halt all this progress. Okay. So, with the Ten of Swords here, it is really emphasizing that this is a choice for you to end this cycle. Okay. You're going to really have to take your lovely brain and focus on your thoughts and your mentality, and really understanding that what you are choosing to do is for you, and you are the most important person that you need to support. You're going to have to be your biggest driver of motivation. You are going to have to put yourself first for once. Okay. So I do kind of think that this might have been, I don't want to say a toxic relationship because I don't want to go that far, but I really think that there were relationships or people surrounding you that were really kind of keeping you from your highest good. And if there was something that happened with any sort of cataclysmic change, that came out of, the last 6 months or something like that, that really helped you cut the ties, that was your spiritual team saying, hey, you know what? We're going to cut these for you so that you can go on to do the amazing things that you are actually meant to do. Leave it in the past, and, you moving forward, you deciding to really embark on making yourself a priority and leaving all that behind and becoming more balanced and in harmony with everything in life, and really leveling out your energy. That's really helping you to kind of turn everything into your favor. And your spiritual team and the universe really want to push you through into that success, but it is going to require a bit of work on your part when it comes to changing your mentality and really leaving these old habits, old people. And when I say old people, I don't mean old people age-wise. I mean these people who did not promote your expansion or your growth or held you in chains. Leave it behind. So that's good confirmation for that. Okay, so we have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Very nice. And then we have relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. That's just additional confirmation. And I think that's something that you have. And I was just drawn to this this little symbology right here is, you are surrounded, whether you know it or not, you are surrounded by a lovely family or network of people. And family, I don't mean like blood ties, but a network of people who can be your cheerleaders. That you do have to branch out. You are going to have to kind of step outside your comfort zone in a little bit. And speaking of which, if this even resonated with you a bit, and part of this breaking of the ties and promoting more of your own self-control and being balanced in your life resonates with you, go back and look at pile 1, because there might be specific messages there for you too, because that one has a lot to do with growing your spiritual side in and leaving a lot of the BS behind as well. So, but this one I really do think is more about your relationships, you becoming more balanced, and really attracting the people and the energy that you want, that is going to lead you on the path to success, and promote more harmony, and promote more love, creativity. Pretty much all the good vibrations that are out there are kind of yours for the taking right now. You just really have to kind of believe it. Okay, definitely pay attention to your thoughts at the moment and really try to craft and create your own reality. Okay. Well, my lovely pile 2s, that is all the messages I have for you today. You know what to do. If you happen to resonate with this reading, definitely give this video a like, comment down below, and definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more content from yours truly. And other than that, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys more than you know. I'll catch you at your next reading. Take care. Bye. Hey, pile 3, this is your reading. If you happen to choose the cute little lapis lazuli star, we are going to first get started with some tarot, and I think I mentioned it in possibly in the intro, but these are really fat, so give me, a hot minute to actually shuffle these. I want to make sure I do it on camera, but also I did get some pre-shuffled oracle cards for you, where we're going to check some overall energies and then get some specific messages at the end for you as well. Like I said, these cards are pretty fat. I have pretty like big hands. I'm kind of a very tall person, like, you know, for a woman anyway. 6 foot, and that comes with, you know, big hands, big feet type of thing. And but these cards are super big, and they're difficult to shuffle. So we are going to do it this way. I have to do it sideways. Okay. All right. One more time. One more time. And we are using the Medieval Feathers Tarot. New lovely deck for me. And then we are also going to use the Angel Guides, Moonology, and Soul's Journey. Okay? So let's get 5 cards. I'm going to try with this one this time, because before the other channel, or not other channels, the other pile 1 and pile 2, I was not able to do this flippy card thing because these are such thick cards, like I was saying. Okay, cool. There we get 2. I want 5. So 1, 2, 3. Cool. 2 more cards, please. That would be fantastic. I wasn't able to kind of shuffle these because, oh my God, they're stretching my hands. I think that's 2 more. Nice. Okay. So we're going to take those and we're going to set them over here for just a minute, and let's get some overall energy reading. We have Nothing Set in Stone with Mutable Moon, and we have the number 22. You are in possession of incredible creative. Oh my gosh. You're in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. Okay, and I do get the sense that for you, pile 3, like this message says, nothing is set in stone. There is something that is kind of being crafted for you, but it's going, I think the messages your spiritual team are probably going to come through with is that you are, like it says, I am aligned. You are definitely in line with the destiny that they are kind of pushing you on, but you do have specific choice. You do have free will. Nothing is yet set in stone. You're kind of on the precipice of kind of making your path or making your way. And you do have several options in front of you, but I think that you are definitely aligned with your path, but they want you to know that you are going to have to kind of choose the little paths. You know what I mean? Like you very much are aligned with where you are and what you need to do and where you want to go. But that path in front of you is kind of not set in stone. So obviously, if that doesn't make sense, let's get some more tarot. All right. So let's see here. We have Justice with Balance, which is alignment as well. And pile number 2 got Justice as well. So if this reading, you know, resonates with you, go back and pay attention. Maybe there might be some extra messages for you in pile 2. Just saying. They also got the master number 222. So, and they were pile 2. So I'm just saying, go back and look at pile 2 if you need some additional confirmation. Oh my gosh. Okay. 10 of Swords, Exhaustion. And we got this with pile 2 as well. We got 5 of Wands, Overcoming. Awesome. Always love to see that. We have 8 of Swords with Defense. And the 4 of Wands, Retreat. Okay. So this is pretty interesting, pile 3. And pile 2 had 4 major arcanas that came out of that. You only have 1. So whatever's happening with you right now is kind of the nitty-gritty details of life. These are not large events. But I do think that the overall energy that is coming to your life is a greater sense of balance, a greater sense of what is going to be your life in terms of being more harmonious and more, I don't want to say balance, because that's not quite it. Even though we do have Justice card with the balance here, it's being able to kind of craft, like I said in the very beginning, craft where you want to go and what you want to do. And I do think that, especially with this master number here, it is telling you that you can achieve anything you wish. So I think the options in front of you right now are massive, and possibly with number twos as well, even though there is a lot of alignment and balance coming into your life right now, I do think that twos are also about choice. And I think right now you are kind of juggling some options within you right now, and your spiritual team probably wants to let you know that they're here for you to rely on them in order to make those decisions, or to pay attention to very specific signs that they might be giving you. But I think the advice here for you is that you are, coming out of a time period where you were fairly exhausted by things that were kind of out of your control. And I don't think this was a particularly major event. It might have just been life kind of keeping you so busy that you didn't really have a lot of time for yourself, or you didn't have time for any sort of meaningful pursuits that you wanted to, that were kind of in your mind to kind of accomplish or do for yourself. There is this kind of like really busy, exhaustive energy to where you, in this reading, where it really feels like you were just kind of an all work, no play type person, and you are really being encouraged to kind of pull back quite a bit and really show up for yourself and give yourself a moment of much needed rest and retreat. Okay, we got the Four of Wands here, and that one very much always, that one speaks to, for this particular deck, it does have to do with a lot of like pulling back and retreating. But the Four of Wands in general in tarot is kind of the 1111 card. It's manifestation, it's celebration, it's really overwhelmingly positive energy. And there is a sense that you are definitely overcoming kind of this battle that you might have had within you, to where you always felt like you were working from behind, that you were always trying to get ahead in certain things that you wanted to do, but something was always kind of holding you back. And the things that were holding you back was probably just the fact that you were so exhausted and really overstretched when it came to your time, your energy, your mental capacity. Now there's going to be a particular time where this is more, this is going to be a much better transition into an easier way of life. And when I say easy, I just mean more calm, like I said, more balanced, a lot more, kind of sky is the limit opportunities once you get into this, stay in this alignment with everything is kind of up for grabs right now. Now, I have this time, I have this energy, I've retreated, I've pulled, my energy back together. Now, what should I do next to kind of push me through into, something I want to do, something I want to create? We'll get a little bit more clarification, but you are really kind of overcoming that particular energy that was really keeping you from what your highest good was, or also what you wanted to do with the rest of your life. And when I want to say like rest of your life, I don't mean like career options or anything. I just think it's kind of like a new lifestyle, a new way of being. And like the Moonology card says, nothing is set in stone right now. You have this ability to create what you want. And like I said here with the Four of Wands, this is kind of like a little bit of a manifestation card here, where you really have that opportunity to kind of co-create with the universe, especially if you're aligned, and create this beautiful balance. So let's get, you know what, I'm not going to try and shuffle because holy moly. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords with energy. Okay. We have the Three of Wands with focus. Interesting. We have the Magician. Yay! And we have the Ten of Wands with loyalty, actually. Okay. Well, the Ten of Wands can actually be a little bit about kind of things that are kind of burdensome. But with this particular deck, again, this is what they're trying to clarify here is loyalty. So let's take a look, because these are kind of what I pulled out is going to kind of clarify the cards before. So let's go one at a time, and let's do probably, you know what, for heaven's sake, just overlap a little bit, because I need to make sure everything is in my, what is it called? In my field of view. Okay, here we go. Especially since these are massive cards, they take up my whole desk. Okay, so let's see here. So we have the Ten of Wands here with exhaustion. And now we have the opposite, which is the Knight of Swords of energy. So what your spiritual team is trying to let you know is that you are coming into this based on your particular alignment and the balancing of the scales with justice. You are really coming into a beautiful energy of being able to be motivated and really kind of sharp in your drive, focus, motivation in order to kind of, you know, fulfill whatever it is that you're trying to fulfill. Or, you know, like it said in there, nothing set in stone. And I'm really kind of surprised that the Seven of Cups didn't, you know, make its appearance, because I think for you, there's a lot of choices, but with the Seven of Cups being kind of a, which one should I choose? I think you kind of know and have a sense of what you want to choose, but you just haven't made that commitment yet. And also another message that I just thought of when it comes to the nothing set in stone and with the Knight of Swords and moving forward with this type of energy is that even if you choose this particular path, you have the option to kind of skew it or manifest it in a way where it's going to be continually evolving, because we do have the beginning, the Magician, and he was, you know, he's clarifying the Eight of Swords, which was more about, like, you know, defense and kind of being on, just being on like the defensive when it comes to always working from behind. I don't think it was actually like, you know, somebody attacking and you having to defend yourself. It's more of like you were constantly always working defensively from behind instead of having to be more proactive. But with the Magician card here and, you know, coinciding with a beginning of something, you really do have this opportunity to kind of co-create what you want. And the reminder that nothing is set in stone is really what the Magician is all about. He creates beautiful things out of nothing. He creates magic. He flows with the universe, he flows with the world, and he is able to kind of go through and kind of make happen what he wants to happen. So there is, I think what your spiritual team is trying to tell you is that, you know, the sky is kind of the limit for you, and feel free to change your tactic. Feel free to change your focus. Feel free to kind of broaden your horizons. And threes are about expansion, and this one has a lot to do with focusing and kind of self-discipline, but it's kind of also encouraging you to kind of have like a large focus on knowing that you are kind of embarking into open waters, like it says right here. You know, the path is not set in stone. If you think of like sailing off into kind of the distance, and actually it reminded me of the Three of Wands tarot card, where it's a gentleman standing kind of on a cliff looking out over the ocean, and you know there's three wands there. But what I'm kind of seeing for you is that the sky is kind of the limit, but you have this huge unknown ocean of exploration in front of you, and there's no wrong way for you to go. Okay, I think that's something your spiritual team wants you to know, is that there is no wrong way for you to go. You just need to kind of start co-creating with them and really understand that this is the beginning of something really beautiful. The Ten of Wands can sometimes speak to, like I said, a burden, but this one has a lot more to do with loyalty and having loyalty to yourself, your spiritual team, you know, your loyalty, them being loyal to you and committed to pushing you through down this path. but I think that they are going to help kind of really manifest or facilitate this beautiful energy in within you, to where you are going to feel a lot more adventurous. You are going to feel aligned with your spiritual team, and you're going to kind of know that they have your back, and that everything you choose to pursue from here on forward is something that is actually meant for you. So you're going to have to kind of leave all that worry behind and really pay attention to, really focus on the fact that you have this huge expansive world in front of you where you can pretty much make anything the way you want it to be. Let's get a couple more things. We have empathy with I am open to seeing both sides of a situation, and pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And this is a lot about expansion. Being open to seeing both sides of a situation, and really being able to harmonize and align with others, and even, just other energies, never mind people, but being able to kind of put yourself in all sorts of different types of aspects and see how things would play out, or really get a sense of being aligned with that idea, or that creative purpose, or that person. Or empathy is not just about, sitting with somebody and really putting yourself in their shoes, and showing that love and care, that you can kind of understand what they're going through. This also has a lot to do with just being open to seeing things from different perspectives. It's expansion in the way that you can really take a situation and see all sides of things, exactly like what it says, and kind of decide which side of that situation aligns best with you. And there is a lot of alignment here, and it does have a lot to do with you being able to recognize the worth in yourself, as well as recognizing the worth in others, and how you can kind of co-create with these people, with the universe, with things in your world, to really bring about an amazing level of success in whatever you're kind of putting your mind to. So if there's something for you, pile 3, that you are kind of on the cusp of jumping into, and you're not quite sure if this was meant for you or not, this is a big fat green light, that whatever you have been considering pursuing is going to be very fruitful, very positive. It's very much aligned with who and what you are going to do for the next several years. This is, we have several paths that we go through in our life, and this is probably just one of many. But whatever this is that you have kind of been crafting in your brain, crafting in your mind, but maybe haven't jumped through and pursued yet, this is very much for you. Okay? Big fat green light, green flag. Okay? Well, pile 3, this is all the messages I had for you. Take a moment to comment if this reading resonated with you down below. Definitely give it a like, and also consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. So thank you again for being here. I appreciate you so much. I hope to catch you at another reading. Take care. Bye.